All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to slither by. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go. 380.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
380.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. They go play action here on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
380.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Left side complete, Seferian-Jenkins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
So right. 11B.
Bortles to throw once more. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the... ...20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Good job, D. Good job. Good stop, baby. Good stop. Good stop.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Marcel Darius. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, nice move. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Bortles now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Green 80. Check.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Let's go, let's go. Green 80. Green 80. Lucy.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, it's Bortles. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. So
the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And this one caught by Max Williams. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McLaughlin. A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
319! 158!
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Over here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
319! Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Green 80. Green 80.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Bortles will keep it, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80.
Now this time Bortles will throw. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On play action, now Bortles. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Set. Green 80. Green set.
Bortles going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Mike 39, Lucy.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 11B, 11B. 11B, 11B.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
58, 26.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. Still going. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They give them 12 yards and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. They'll roll him out right to the right side and complete to Hurst. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Let's go, hey, let's Blue 58! Hey, where y'all going?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is right down the middle. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Lucy.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From midfield, here's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This Defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Green 80.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Green 80. Green 80. 58 Mike. 58. 58 Mike. 11. 11. 58 boys. 11B. 11B. Lucy.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Move. Lucy. Hank. 372.
Now Bortles again. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities. But always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On play action, now Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They go play action here on first down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The pitch to Fournette. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
372. Hank.
Bortles to throw on second down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down, Bortles. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
319.
To throw is Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Kelly, zone left, Kelly. 319.
On play action, it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
That's fine.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
319. We are going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
That's fine. Yeah.
Again, it's Jones. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Barry Church, the strong safety, the one to get him down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
319.
Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
319.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
I'm coming after you. 319. We are going.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
319! Jumbo!
Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Lucy.
Bortles now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. They needed 15. They got 15. And a good mark to boot. It's 1st down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Now Rodgers. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, zone. Zone.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
319!
They'll try again with Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
319!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Lucy.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
372.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Taken in at the 22. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. On 1st down, Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Omaha.
From the gun, it's Bortles. His throw incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Lucy.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So 3 field goal attempts for him, 3 misses so far.
And Brandon, he hasn't looked right from the start. Even going back to pregame warmups when we were watching him, our producer Ben Hallmiller pointed it out. I don't know if it's an injury or what, but he definitely doesn't look like himself, that's for sure.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They'll go again to Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And that last penalty makes this third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bortles to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Kyler Fackrell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
Now Bortles got to have this one. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Packers, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.